What's good, Shadow Gang? Welcome back to another video. If y'all new here, please subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications. Follow me on my Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. Watch my previous videos and stay tuned because we're officially in Halloween season, and I'm definitely gonna try to do Halloween videos, especially after hopefully this week, if not next week. For the rest. Or at least one Halloween video per week, So yeah, we're gonna react to Gunther can't wrestle. ... Nah. You ain't gonna disrespect my man Gunther. See, Gunther don't need to do flips. Flick of the wrist. All right, let me stop. Real shit though. He don't need to do flips. He don't need to do nothing fancy. He is old school. He's like a throwback. Just chop it. Chop that shit. The way he chops the motherfucker's chest is the same way I want to chop my girl's ass. But yeah, let's get right into it.
Welcome back to other hot takes, and the first one comes from Twitter and says, the more I see Gunther wrestle, the more I notice that he can't perform any of his moves right, meaning that they don't think Gunther can wrestle, and I gotta completely disagree with this one. In fact, they might even disagree because somebody in the comments of that tweet replied showing that they actually said Gunther is the third best wrestler in the world right now, which is an insane receipt to have. You just look like a fool, and that's when he replied saying, yeah, based on in-ring ability, bozo. I don't even know what he means by that, but somebody else replied saying, you have the perfect display name, which by the way, the display name is clown. So yes, this is some clown behavior. Gunther can wrestle. He's one of the best in the world right now. I don't agree with that hot take.
Him and Undertaker was just talking about it because I be watching his podcast, 6 Feet Under. Bro, he said he would have definitely had that match. Bro, imagine Undertaker. 2009 Undertaker, the one that went against Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. Imagine that Undertaker against Gunther. Bro, now you can take my money.
Staying on topic with Gunther, the next hot take says that Gunther versus Goldberg should be a squash match where Gunther destroys Goldberg.
You really think they're going to let that happen?
And I would not hate that at all, but I think I would love to see something like, Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg 2016 Survivor Series,
like
where
a couple
Goldberg
moves.
Completely stuns Gunther, but instead of winning this match, Gunther then kind of, picks himself up and wins after a pretty good match.
Yeah, I want to see him chop Goldberg, I ain't gonna lie.
Shock value, because you can tell that Gunther does not take Goldberg seriously at all, so that could be a cool storyline. The next hot take says that Cody Rhodes' title reign has been really good. Just because every match hasn't had a cinema-worthy build-up does not mean that it's bad. The match is more than make up for the lack of huge storytelling. But I kind of understand what they're trying.
Yeah, listen, here's the thing about Cody's title reign, man. It's not surprising that it's this bad just because we all know. Listen, I said this in a couple videos ago, and I'm going to say it again. Until he faces someone like either Randy or The Rock, mainly Randy, or who knows, maybe him and Cena might go at it. Unless he fights motherfuckers like that, I don't see him losing that belt. But if you throw anybody that's not Randy, that's not Cena, that's not The Rock, I'm not going to believe that he's going to lose it anytime soon. That's just facts.
Trying to say, but I think that Cody's had a decent reign. It's not the best one ever, but it's not the worst. It was kind of fun to see, but I do think it's gonna hit another notch with this entire Kevin Owens and Randy Orton saga. It's already feels like it's so much more important
Randy
now after Kevin Owens turned after bad blood. So
because it's, no fucking ads, man. Sorry for that little outpitch. What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yes. If Cody loses it to Randy, like on Royal Rumble or something, I won't be mad just because the story with The Rock doesn't really need the title. I'm just sorry. Doesn't need it, and I don't want to see Brock as a world champion.
Getting in that mix will make it even better. Staying with Cody Rhodes, this says that Cody Rhodes should not be demanded to turn heel just because his attire resembles a comic book villain. Cheering for bad guys is so needlessly overrated. I gotta disagree, just because it's not.
It's not because he looks like Homelander. It's because he did his best work as a bad guy in the independent scene.
about the attire. Like, yes, that has a little factor, but the bigger reason why Cody needs to turn heel is because he's so much better as a villain.
Yeah.
If you saw his indie work after he left WWE,
the fuck
this
did I
man
just
was
say?
straight up a villain. I think he just understands how to perform as a bad guy, and I think he would
let's be real. I'm not trying to disrespect these wrestlers, but like it's kind of easy being a heel more than as a babyface. Like you can try to be like, I'm doing this for the people, and the be like, no, you suck, fuck you. And then you can be like, oh, I fucking hate you. I hate your city and I hate your football team. Then everyone's like, oh, boo, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, we hate you. You #1 heel of all time. So, like, it's kind of, like, easy, you know? Not easy, but, like, it's not as hard as trying to get over as a face. Sometimes you need to turn them into a heel so they can be a better babyface.
WWE, especially if he's not aware that the fans don't like him.
Yeah.
So we got to see Homelander Cody because I think it would work really well.
Oh my
and
God,
make
the promos
Cody Rhodes
will be
have one of the best stories
crazy.
ever. And once he does that. The next hot take says that Jimmy's return was better than The Rock's return. In terms of storytelling, I gotta kind of agree. I think that Jimmy's return was really cool, especially helping.
Well, actually, I don't really care for the returns because, like, the Jimmy one, I'm like, yeah. The Rock one, I was surprised because I didn't think he was going to be there. But then even then, I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, he's there. Whatever. It's not like he's going to do anything, and he didn't do anything. So.
Then hugging him after the match. The Rock's return was great too, but
it was just a moment.
Nothing. You just came to the stage, kind of stood there and walked away. So I would say that Jimmy's return was better, but The Rock's was also great. The whole night was a ton of fun. Bad Blood ended on a really strong note. Being Rational says that Roman Reigns should not win any world title for the next 2 years.
I agree.
A lot of people will say this, but I gotta disagree. It's Roman freaking Reigns, and plus he's
for 4 fucking years he's been champ. Listen, I'm starting to like Roman again. I ain't gonna lie. There was a couple things about the gimmick I ain't really like. That being said, he holded a fucking he holded the Universal title. Then he won the WWE title, making him a double champ. Then they gave him another belt. That's 3 different belts right there. Like, Jesus Christ. The dude can go like the rest of his career without winning a world title, to be honest. Like, he has the longest reign. Like, in the modern day era, top 3 longest reign. I think did he surpass Hogan or is he behind Hogan? Anywho, point is, he really don't need it to that world title no more. Any world title anymore. He can just have good stories. Like,
that's way, better schedule where he's showing up at least 3 or 4 times a month. So I have no problem if Roman Reigns becomes the WWE champion tomorrow. I would be 100% down to see it happen. This hot take says that Randy Orton is the most underrated and underappreciated GOAT level star in history.
I agree.
Loyalty is something that isn't mentioned or glorified enough. He should have a program with The Rock. I gotta say I disagree with the first part of this hot take. I think that Randy is not underrated at all. He's one of the
not
greatest
underrated, but he's
wrestlers of all time.
underappreciated.
He's had 14 world championships, and if you have that many title reigns, you were not underrated.
But he's underappreciated.
At all. You gotta be a GOAT for a reason. You gotta understand that the Booker put him in that situation because they knew he was one of the best in the ring.
I love him.
As for the part with The Rock, I think that would be a great feud. The Rock versus Randy Orton would be so fire. I don't.
That's another reason I really don't like The Rock. Cause like, Brody only comes back to do big stars. Like, oh, he came back to wrestle Cena. Oh, he came back to wrestle Punk, who was the hottest thing at the time, and Cena. Then he's now trying to do this Roman thing as well as this Cody thing. And who are they? The biggest stars right now. He doesn't really like. I remember when in the Hall of Fame speech, he said he wants to go against Cena and Rey Mysterio. He already went against Cena. Why not go against Rey Mysterio? Or why not go against someone like Randy? Go for those guys. I think those be his best work. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just he just wants to keep doing these big names, and I get it. It sells and shit. But if you're as big as The Rock, then anything you do basically sells, right? I mean, look at his movies. Not all of us likes his movies. He plays the same character in every movie. Some of them shits are trash, and somehow they make money. So, like, I don't want to hear that shit. And yes, I said it.
Just because The Rock is busy with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, but I will say that would be pretty cool.
Yes.
Speaking of Randy Orton, Zayn did say something very interesting. They said that Randy Orton's defeat from Brock Lesnar in 2016 SummerSlam damaged him to the point where he's never been the same afterwards, and I kind of understand and kind of see where he's coming from.
Dang.
This makes a lot of sense because
hold
after
on,
he lost to Brock Lesnar, the WWE never really treated Randy as a top guy.
Damn. Don't do that. It's sad enough that Brock Lesnar ended Super Cena at Survivor Series. You trying to tell me he ended Randy too? Like, Randy won like 2 titles, 2 world titles after that. They did not last long. He lost to Jinder Mahal. He won at WrestleMania against Bray Wyatt. Lost to Jinder Mahal at Backlash. So that was like a month or two apart. Then he beat Drew McIntyre, only to lose it less than a month later to him again. And he won a U.S. title that was unmemorable. Yeah, you're right. He hasn't been the same.
Like before 2016, he was a top dog.
SmackDown Tag Team Champs when he joined the Wyatts. That short little run.
He was winning champion.
And Matt Riddle at Raw. Yep, no, hasn't been the same.
He was in the top of the main event, WrestleMania main events, WWE title main events, all that stuff. But after losing to Brock, kind of lost his spot at the very top. He's still at the top, but he's not the #1 guy. So I hope that he can return. Even though he's old, I don't have a problem with Randy Orton being a WWE champion. Hopefully, things can turn around. And the last hot take about Randy says that Randy being bald again has convinced me we're getting an absolute menace to back in 07 through 2011. And now his boy Triple H is running the show. And the fact that Raw is coming to Netflix soon, I just know Randy is going to go on a punting rampage. I said it once and I'll say it again. That entire locker room is not safe as long as Randy is
true.
bald.
Bro, not only that, Randy's not just bald, but he's jacked. The dude is jacked. Like, imagine skinny, bald Randy Orton. Like, that was a crazy ass run. Imagine jacked, veteran, legend, bald Randy Orton. Oh, bruh. If I don't see him, he's gonna murder somebody. He's gonna murder somebody.
And I do think that Randy on Netflix would be completely unhinged.
Oh my God,
we need to see Randy the Rookie Killer or Randy just
I was saying that too. I would love them
like that
to do the Legend Killer shit, but for the young star, like the Rookie Killer or the Next Generation Killer or something. Like, man, him and Carmelo, I know they can make a good RKO spot. Him and Trick Williams. Who else? Ethan Page. Yeah, I can see him go with those young. Oh my God, what if he start RKOing the fuck out of a bunch of females too, like he used to? Please do. Do it.
Heel, I think he will turn heel very soon.
Oh, yes.
Skrilla says that Drew McIntyre is one of the best heels ever. He's definitely one of the best right now, if not the best. I don't know if he's the best heel ever. We gotta wait and see until his run as a heel is over. But for now, he's making his way up the ladder in terms of being the best
it's good because he's a realistic heel.
Messi says that the Hardy Boys are just a nostalgia act.
God, if I see this comment,
I guess I would have to agree with this. I think the Hardy Boys are a nostalgia act, but that's not a problem at all. They're still the Hardy Boys. Yeah. We still love them.
Of course,
I still want to see them in the WWE. Have one more run. Boys, we still love them. I don't care. I still want to see them in the WWE have one more run, especially being the tag team champions.
Oh, yes.
This hot
like, I would love to see them with the SmackDown one. That shit looks so fucking beautiful. It looks so
Finn Balor needs a world title reign. He needs his old song back and needs the demon persona treated with respect. You get the deal. I gotta say that.
I don't think he's ever gonna win the world title again, and that sucks because I would have loved to see him win one more. But I don't think he's ever winning a world title again, man. Not the way they're
I think a lot of people would also agree. Finn Balor needs to leave the Judgment Day. It's just not working. Yeah. The Demon was a much better character for him. Spiky says that AJ Styles deserves to be the champion one last time, preferably a world champ. I just can't say the same thing. I can't agree with you. I think AJ's time as a world champion has come to an end. We have CM Punk who needs a world championship. Gunther's the champion right now. You got John Cena who's going to return soon, and I think he should be the champion. Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. There's just
Roman don't need it. Neither does Seth.
Be a WWE champion.
They just got done being champion. How are we gonna keep calling this the new era if we're gonna keep making people, same old people, the champs again? For the last 10 years, that's Seth and Roman. They've all been the focal point of the damn company. If they weren't the champion, they were the main thing of a champion, or they holded something. Listen, if Cena wins it during the retirement run, I'm not going to be mad at Cena. He deserves to go break that record. Same thing with Randy. I don't mind a couple of more. But, like, when it comes to guys like Seth and Roman, who's been pushed heavily these last few years, it's like, come on, man. They had their time. They did their best they could. Some were hit and miss. Mostly missed. I'm not going to lie. Seth, it took him a while to find a good character. And Roman just, man, that big dog shit was not working. But eventually they found their groove. But like, come on now, how are we gonna keep saying this is new era, new opportunity if we're gonna keep giving titles to the people over and over? That was the main complaint about the last era, about the Vince's era. Oh, too many guys are winning the titles over and over. Why not give it to Mustafa Ali, Ricochet? You know, Cedric Alexander.
Sinaloa will be inducted into the Hall of Fame when it's all said and done. Yes, I agree. Big Bird says that Dom Mysterio is the greatest Mysterio of all time, and like, no, like, just, I'm sorry, that's
no. Ray, bro.
No, it's still Rey Mysterio. Sorry.
Yeah.
Balor Club says that Dominic will go down as one of the best heels of all time when it's all said and done.
Yes.
Similar to Drew McIntyre, he's definitely making his way up the ladder.
No, he's not making his way up the ladder. Listen. When Roman was supposed to be booed, he got cheered. MJF, he got cheered sometimes too. But to be fair, I'm not really that big of a fan of MJF for a lot of reasons. One of them is his promos. It's like, yeah, he dissed the city. We've seen that before. But like, while those guys were at the top of their company, Dom was getting the loudest boos out of any wrestler. Come on now, nah. He's the best heel. I don't care.
Love him. He's getting cheered. But Dominic Mysterio, nobody likes this man. Everybody hates him. I think in 20 years, I don't even know if he'll ever turn face at this point. So Dom has a good chance of being one of the best.
Maybe he turns face if
this hot take says that Prime, Eddie Guerrero, and Dom would have been the best tag team of all time. All I gotta say is, I think that heel Eddie and also Dom would go crazy terrorizing Rey Mysterio. It would have been so funny
tag champs right there. I promise you.
says that they should introduce a mixed tag team championship. The first reign should last for at least a year, with Liv and Dom being the inaugural champions. I feel like there are a decent amount of male-female wrestler combos, especially as factions are taking off. They could always build more. And
so here's my thing. I'm not saying they should be the tag titles, but they should be like, you know, a tournament, because I missed the mixed match challenge. You know, mixed match challenge to a woman and a female. I said a woman and a female, a guy and a girl against a guy and a girl. You know, tag titles, not tag match. Damn it. Point is, I would love to see that back and bring some championship belts, but like as a trophy or something, or maybe not even a championship belt as a trophy, just an actual trophy or something. But bring it back. I miss it. I really do. It was so funny watching Carmella and Big E hop down the ring, and then R-Truth and Carmella dancing. It was fun. It was really fun.
And this is honestly a great and fantastic idea. I would love to see it go down. Yes. Imagine Liv and Dom walking around with championships. They would be hella annoying, and that's why it would work so well. Rogue One says that Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania 39 is the greatest women's match in North American history. And I do think that Charlotte versus Rhea at WrestleMania 39 is the best women's match, honestly, of all time. They take that title. I think they deserve. That match was so freaking good.
It was good.
Kevin says that we need to see Kurt Gable versus Kurt Angle.
Oh my God.
No, like Kurt Angle, I would love to see if they were in their prime, but at this point, Kurt Angle is just way too old. Keep him away. I think that having him as a manager would be a much better option.
Oh, I hope that happens.
And the last hot take says that Triple H is ultimately the best booker of all time, but he still has me mad at some of his booking decisions the past 2 years that he's been in charge.
Literally, that Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar ending. No, that's not how you end it. You don't end it with Brock kicking him in the nuts and then pretending like they don't have history. No, you wait. You wait until WrestleMania, put them in a steel cage match, and build it as two of the best wrestlers of all time with MMA backgrounds are gonna go inside of a steel cage and fuck each other up at the grandest stage of them all. But no, let's have Omos. Let's have Brock Lesnar pick up Omos and throw him. Yay! Fuck. And as far as Bobby. Bray was sick, and R.I.P. Bray Wyatt, man. That's it.
And I know a lot of people will disagree, but I still think that Vince is the best booker of all time. We cannot forget about all the work and all the booking that Vince McMahon has done in the last 40 years. Vince is still the best booker of all time. I think Triple H could become the best booker, but he's got to at least do this for 20 or 30 more years because Vince McMahon put in a lot of work to earn that title. Anyways, that is it for the video, guys.
Yeah, but his best work was those 4 years of the Attitude Era, so it's like, chill the fuck out.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you...
Alright. Let me know what y'all thought of this reaction. I agree with some of these hot takes. I disagree with some of them. But like, comment, subscribe. Turn on notification. And yeah, I'm out. I'll catch y'all in the next one. And Raw's tonight, so I don't know if I'm gonna post this tonight. But peace. Bye.